Scottish Boys Championship returned to Dunbar in 2015. The East Lothian coast has some of the very best links golf available anywhere in the world. The golfers in for a real treat this week. The Open qualifying venue quite rightly rated alongside neighbouring courses such as Muirfield, Gullin and North Berwick. So for such a prestigious event, at such a fine venue, we thought it only fitting to hand over to one of the most recognisable faces in Scottish golf to take us through the tournament this week, but we'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Jock McVicker. I'm the golf correspondent of the Scottish Daily Express based in Glasgow, and I've been doing that for many years now. But I still look on it as the start of the season, the Scottish Boys and the Masters. That's when the golf season really starts. The number of players that have won here is, or not just here, but the Scottish Boys anywhere, wherever it's played, West Kilbride, Mercer, whatever. Andrew Coulter actually won here. He won here at Dunbar in, I think it was the late 80s. And of course he went on to win at least twice in the European Tour and played in the Ryder Cup. Dunbar's a great golf course. It's a very tough golf course. It depends on the wind, of course. Just talking to Paul Lawrie today, and he was saying that his boy was playing today and he won. And he was just saying that he was 4 under par, but coming back into the wind, it's a real test for it, not just boys, but any golfer.
As Jock alluded to there, he wasn't the only well-known face in Scottish golf down here to enjoy the action this week. We caught up with a couple of others to get their thoughts on the tournament.
It's obviously the biggest event for boys under 18s in Scotland, there's no doubt about that. It always has been that. It puts together obviously the best players in the country in that age group. It's amazing how they get pretty good, pretty young these days, these kids. So we enjoy it. It's kind of quite nerve-wracking being a parent and being out there. You get the other end of the stick for once. You're the one that's watching and hoping that they're holding putts and wondering what you're doing away over there, as opposed to them doing it to me. But no, Mary and I enjoy it. First few holes is a bit nerve-wracking when you're a parent, but after that, it's good fun.
Fresh from his third victory on the European Tour, Richie Ramsay came along to enjoy some of the action and also share his thoughts and memories of this particular tournament.
Scottish Boys is a major, it's the first tournament of the year, but probably one of the biggest tournaments of the year. I remember coming down, I think I played West Kilbride when I was about 14. And then obviously the last one, I think it was at Royal Aberdeen when I got to the semis, which was still something that kind of, I look back on it still gets to me a bit. But yeah, great memories of playing here. It makes you quite hardened. I think if you win a Scottish Boys, you can't just win it, you can't just fluke it. You've got to get through a lot of rounds, you've got to play good golf under varying conditions. And I think it sets a good stall out for the future. Guys who win this generally go on to do good things in sport.
Coming out victorious against your opponent and the Scottish weather can be tricky and it can be chilly, but the welcome here at Dunbar for this tournament is always very warm.
The members are extremely supportive here at Dunbar. We like to encourage junior golf. We're very involved with the club golf programme. Our location, every hole on the golf course you can see the sea. Particularly on the back nine, playing back in towards the town, the sea on the right hand side, it's absolutely stunning. Bass Rock in the distance. I think you have to pinch yourself every time you play Dunbar. You get onto 15 and you're playing in. It's really quite special.
Thanks to these stunning overhead pictures, we can all see just exactly what Dunbar has to offer, and with Jock McVicker being so complimentary about the course, we thought Jock might deserve a few compliments of his own.
Jock McVicker has looked the same age to me since I was about 13 and I first played in this tournament, and I can remember being interviewed by Jock McVicker back then.
He's an awfully nice old man, is what I would say. I've known Jock a long time. Right from I played Tartan Tour stuff, Jock was kind of covering stuff for the Daily Express, and he's always been absolutely brand new.
He's like having a surrogate father, really. For my years, I've done golf for 20 years now, and Jock's been there the whole time.
It's good to have people like Jock because he's a nice guy. That's bread and butter. He's a nice guy. He's a good journalist, but he's just a nice guy, and always someone you got time for. And sometimes when you grow up, you realise that nice guys can be few and far between sometimes.
He's kept abreast of modern technology amazingly. I mean, he still doesn't turn his mobile phone on, but he's got a laptop and he's talking about getting a tablet now.
Never once ever kind of read anything that I didn't like, or which is unusual, to be fair. So he's one of a kind.
One concern, the one thing that's changed about Jock in the years is his first question when he came in to a press tent was generally, what's for lunch, or where's the lunch ticket? And nowadays it's, is the Wi-Fi any good?
He is Scottish golf in terms of golf journalism. He's been there, and to still be turning up to do the Scottish Boys in 2015, and I'm sure beyond, is just fabulous, and we're delighted to have Jock here. It adds so much to the tournament.
I have to admit that I've been doing it for quite a while, at least 50 years. It struck home with me most of all, I think, once I was covering a seniors tour event at Dalmahoy. It's a few years ago, and the player coming off the last green came up to me and he said, "My God, are you still around? I remember when you covered me in the boys' championship."